Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome everyone in today's English class for the first intermediate grade. Our textbook is Super Goal number 1, and today we will be learning What Are You Doing unit, and the lesson is reading. This lesson will be presented by me, teacher Mazen Al-Harbi, and the sign language by Mr. Fawaz Al-Agil. So let's begin. Our objectives for today's lesson, that we hope at the end of this lesson you will be able to answer question from the reading passage we will about to read in this lesson. So just a quick reminder of our previous lesson. In our previous lesson we had a conversation between two friends, Logan and Danny, and we read what is Logan wants to do when he says that he is going to visit his uncle in Seattle. And also we have learned two new expressions, and which are what's up, which means what's happening, and we agreed that we used this expression usually informally with our friends or family member or the people we know very well. And also we used also another expression, which is checking out. It means that we are looking for information. Checking out, for example, a schedule, we're checking out a timetable, we're checking out flights schedule, for example. So we use the expression checking out if we want to look for an information about booking or about availability of tickets or etc. And also we have an exercise, which is your turn, when I said that imagine that, or put yourself in Logan's place and role play this conversation with a partner, maybe with a friend or a family member, and try to change the destination and the ending. So we said previously that Logan wants to head to Seattle. Imagine that if you put yourself in Logan's place, just change the destination. Said, for example, I am checking the schedule of the train station because I am heading from Riyadh to Al Qasim, or vice versa. So just try to change the destination and work with a role play with a partner or a family member. And we also we have a couple of questions that relates to you, and we talked specifically about the type of movies or the genre of movies that you like. And we said our question were, what films are playing on TV this week? So if you are watching films on TV, what kind of films are they playing for this week? And also, what kind of films are they? As we have learned that there are different types or different kinds of films or movies. For example, we have the science fiction type, or the science fiction kind, where those films shows superheroes who have a supernatural abilities, or talks about outer space. And also other type of movie, which is the documentary movie, where they film anything from reality in forest or in the nature, or to film animals, for example, or plants. So this is what documentary movies are all about. And also comedy movies, where the heroes of this movie is maybe clowns or people who have many jokes, and the aim of this movie is just to make people who are watching laugh and also to pass time. And also one of the one of the types that we have mentioned, which is the action movie, where it's usually there is a crime and there is punishment, there are good guys and bad guys, and usually police and crime will be there in those movies. So these are some, not all, these are some of the types of movies. So you just tell us what kinds of films are they. And also, who are the actors? The actors are the people who play a role in those films. The actor are the people who play a role in those films. So for example, for science fiction, a superhero is an actor. And for documentary, we might not have an actor in this one. Comedy, maybe the person who wears the clown costume is an actor. And also with action movie, Maybe the policeman is an actor too. So after you know all this information, the last question asks you to tell us, what is your favorite kind of film? So just tell us basically what is your favorite kind and why. We may have some people says that we like science fiction because it explore our thinking. We can think of different things other than reality, and also documentary. People who may like documentary, they said that we like documentary because it tells us new things about our planet Earth that we didn't know before. And also comedy films, people who likes comedy film, they say we like it because it made us it made us laugh. And all action because people like to be thrilled, like to be excited all the time. So just tell us what is your favorite type and why did you choose this one. Now, as for our lesson today, I would like you please to open your books on page 69. On page 69, you will see pictures similar to this. So what I need you to do now, just look at the pictures and tell us what place and activities do you think the article we are about to read is talking about. For example, let's see here we have a couple of pictures. So as you can see, the first picture here, we have two men who is walking down the stairs or the escalator. And also here we can see people with their babies, and also here are also people, women who having a shopping bags. So in the other picture here also, there are three men who are standing at a booth to buy something. And also here we have different types of restaurants, and we see people at those restaurants. And the last one here in this picture, we can see people with their kids are playing in this fun fair. So what do you think? What are the activities that people are doing in these pictures? So as we said that people here are walking and some of them holding shopping bags. And here we have people who at the booth, a perfume booth, who wants to buy something. And also here are people at different, we have different restaurants and people standing in front of those restaurants. And here are also a fun fair with people who with their kids to make them play. So the activities that we mentioned here, we said shopping, we said buying, as we can see here in this booth. We said also talking, as we can see here in those two men. They are walking together, talking. And also walking, as we can see in all around these pictures, people who are walking. And also playing, when we say that parents or families playing with their kids. And also hanging out, who are just going together to have some good time. So with these activities, shopping, buying, talking, walking, playing, hanging out, maybe eating, drinking. So with all these activities, what is the place? What do you think the place that can have all these activities? Where do you think the people are? So the people who are doing all of these activities, where do you think they are? Very good. Yes, they are at a shopping mall. And a shopping mall is the place where it has different stores from all that buys or sell everything that you want to buy. For example, clothing or perfumes or any other supplies that you wish for. And usually in a shopping mall, there is a food court. It's a place that has many different restaurants and also playing area where different fun fairs is there. So this place called a shopping mall. So now let's read about this or about the shopping malls and talk about teenagers' favorite place. So I will read you this on page 69. So for the first time, just listen. And for the second time, try to listen to me while you follow. So teenagers' favorite place. In some countries, they are called the mall generation. You walk into a shopping mall anywhere in the world, and what do you see? Teenagers are chatting, talking cell phones, or sending text messages. They are eating snacks or drinking soda in the food court, shopping, or just hanging out. They are all wearing similar clothes. Shopping malls are still teenagers' favorite place to meet friends and socialize. Malls have all the facilities teens want. There are lots of stores with the latest fashions and all kinds of restaurants. Malls have several advantages as hangouts. They are safe and they are comfortable in all kinds of weather. So this is my first reading for this text. Now I will read it again, and this time try to follow while I read. Teenagers' favorite place. In some countries, they are called the mall generation. You walk into a shopping mall anywhere in the world, and what do you see? Teenagers are chatting, talking on cell phones, or sending text messages. They are eating snacks or drinking soda in the food court, shopping, or just hanging out. They are all wearing similar clothes. Shopping malls are still teenagers' favorite place to meet friends and socialize. Malls have all the facilities teens want. There are lots of stores with the latest fashions and all kinds of restaurants. Malls have several advantages as hangouts. They are safe and they are comfortable in all kinds of weather. So this is our reading passage for today, and it has so many information about malls. Let's find out together. So these malls, or these places, called the mall generation. What do you mean by the mall generation? It means that usually the people who goes to these places are with a certain generation. And in our case here, they are the teenagers, people at your age. What do people at your age do in such places? They are chatting, talking on cell phone, or sending text messages, meeting usually with their friends, or buying different things. And also that they are also wearing the similar clothes at those malls or at those places. So shopping malls are still teenagers' favorite place. Favorite place, it means that this is the place that teenagers who likes to go or who likes to spend time in. And also, malls have all the facilities, facilities that teens want. It has stores, and it has a playing area, and it has a food court with different types of restaurants, different types of food. So there are a lot of stores in this in shopping malls, and also with the latest fashions, the updated fashions, and all kinds of restaurants. And also it has several advantages as hangouts. Hangouts means the place where people likes to go or people likes to spend time with. This is what do you mean by hangouts. So these malls or shopping malls has advantages, has good things as hangouts. What are those good things? It says here that they are safe. It's not dangerous. There are no cars, no high roads, for example. They are safe places. And also, they are comfortable in all kinds of weather. Whether you like to go in winter, you will see the weather inside the mall is good. When you go to summer, you will see it is a cool temperature and the weather is good. So in all kinds of weather, winter, summer, in all kinds, malls are comfortable, are the favorite place to go. So the question that we have, what do the teenagers do in the reading in the mall? What do they do? As we said earlier, they are chatting, talking to each other, or maybe they are talking on cell phone. They are using their cell phone to talk to someone else, or even sending text messages. So whether to send text messages or chatting using their phone, and also shopping, of course, buying all different stuff, and also eating snacks, since we have, or those malls have different restaurants. So of course, teenager might eat snacks in there, or even drinking soda. and hanging out, to just spend a time in these places. So, as we said that shopping malls are still a favorite place for teenagers. Why? Because they meet their friends and socialize. Socialize means that they talk to each other, they hang out with people they know, not sitting alone. So this is what we mean by socialize. Socialize means to go with different people and talking to them and have a good time. So now we have the after reading question. Here we have a couple of questions to answer, and then about the reading passage we have just read. So let's read these questions and try to answer them one by one. The first question says, why are teens, teens here is an abbreviation, a short form of the word teenagers, okay? So we can say teenagers, we can say also teens. So why are teens called the mall generation in some countries? Why are teens called the mall generation in some countries? This is the first question. The second one is, which mall activities are the same in your country? Which mall activities are the same in your country? This is the second one. And the third one, what are some of the advantages, some of the good things of malls as a place to hang out? So these are the three questions that we need to answer for now. The first one, why are teens called the mall generation in some countries? As we have agreed in the beginning of this passage, that mall generation is called for teens because this is their favorite place. This is their favorite place to meet friends and to hang out and to socialize. So this is why it is the favorite place for teenagers, and this is why we said the mall generation. So this is the answer to the first question, because teenagers' favorite place to meet friends and socialize in the mall. So this is why we call them the mall generation. The second one, which mall activities are the same in your country? So of course, different countries have different activities. So what are the activities that people in your country likes to do when they go to mall? So from the pictures we have seen before, and also from this text, what do you think are the activities that teenagers likes to do in those shopping malls? We can think of many activities. We can say, for example, shopping. We can say hanging out, buying, or may even drinking coffee or playing. So we have different activities. Let's see them here together. So these are the activities that maybe people or people in your country likes to do in the mall. So here we have shopping, socializing, to go with friends, to go with their family members or relatives, so to talk to them and to have a good time, and also eating. We said that in those malls we have different restaurants, so maybe teenagers go there, likes to eat, like to try different types of foods, and also drinking, and also hanging out just to pass the time. The third question here, what are some of the advantages of malls as a place to hang out? So since we said that malls, this is their teenagers' favorite place, so there must be an advantages. There must be good things about going to the mall and also to have a good time. So as we have agreed that there are lots of advantages to this mall, as we said, since it offers different types of varieties or different types of activities to hang out, to shop, and also to meet new people in there. So there are different types of activities or different types of the good things that may teenagers have in there. So according to the text, what are the advantages as a hangout or at these malls? As we can see here, malls are safe and they are comfortable in all kinds of weather. Whether it's winter or summer, and all kinds of weather, they are comfortable to go in and also to be in there. So now we have reached the end of our lesson. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.